When you choose the singleton service lifetime for service, the service collection creates a single instance of the service when the first client requires it. So since we have chosen the singleton as the service lifetime, service collection keeps the service instance in memory as long as the application runs. Service collection doesn't dispose the instance of the service after disposal of the client class. Whenever a new client requires the service, service collection injects the existing instance rather than creating a new one each time. Singleton lifetime can be a proper solution for some use cases, but the instance should not be shared with all clients many times. So consider the entity service. Booking controller requires an instance of the entity service, for example. Web API creates a new controller instance for each request. Since we had added the entity service as a singleton to the service collection injects a single instance of the entities class to all controllers. Since a request should not be able to save changes of other requests, sharing the entity service instance across all requests is not a good solution. A better alternative is to create a new instance for the entities class per HTTP request and disposal of the entity service instance on the disposal of the request. Consequently, a request can only save the changes made to the entities by itself. It cannot save the changes made by other requests. And that's exactly what the scoped service lifetime is doing. Call-in add dbcontext entities adds the service to the collection with scoped lifetime by default, so you don't need to pass the scoped service lifetime to the add dbcontext method. Great, so this is definitely some in-depth knowledge about singleton and scoped service lifetime. To make it very short again, service lifetime singleton has one instance that gets shared between all requests, and service lifetime scoped creates a new service or new instance of it every time we get a new request, and it gets disposed in the moment where the request also gets disposed. Awesome, so now let's move on.